my videos. I'm Blitz, and today I'm going over another video. Now, real quick before I do get into this video, I want to add I'm going to try to start live streaming. I'm not sure how it's going to work or how the quality is going to be, so I downloaded a new software. I'm going to be testing it tomorrow, so if you guys would like to try and check out the stream, if it doesn't work, I will just make a normal video as always, but I'm going to try and get the stream to work, and you guys will tell me whether or not you think it is pretty good. But into this video, I'm going to be going over the 183, which is actually one of the worst, actually not one of the, this is the worst win rate, tier 10 in the game, sitting around at a 49.86-ish% win rate for the past 90 days. And it's quite odd you think about it like that, because, you know, this tank does the most damage, it has the hash. It's not that bad of a vehicle, to be honest. I actually don't think it's that bad at all. I know that the nerf pretty much destroyed it, but you take a look at this chieftain. I'm just going to load the hash, and boom, 1,202 damage. I've pretty much made that chieftain not a threat anymore up against any vehicle that has more hit points, because they can easily just take him out. And that's why I really like this vehicle. Even though they nerfed it, you know, some people think that it took away the fun. I know Meatsy doesn't find the vehicle fun anymore to run just because of that. But when you're able to pretty much clear a full tier 10 with 2 shots, I find it kind of fun. To be honest, I find it more of a challenge, which makes the tank a little bit more engaging, other than being able to pull out, you know, 10,000 damage every game. Which is just, after a while it gets kind of boring and you feel like you're hurting the game. When you run this vehicle now, there's quite a few games I actually get where I'll only do, you know, 1,000 to 2,000 damage. You know, but on a good game you can easily pull out 5,000 damage, which is one of the huge benefits of this vehicle, and that's why I really do like it. And I'm just running this vehicle nonchalantly. We've already picked up 3,200 damage, which you can see isn't really that hard to pick up. Now, the reason I think it has such a bad win rate is also because this tank is played, I think, it is the most played tank in the game. Now, I'm aiming at this T-54 here. That shell, I think, should have penned in my opinion, but it doesn't, which sucks. But the reason this tank has the worst win rate is because there's 8,000 battles played in it. Now, to give you an example, the second most played tank is the 268 at 4,200. Which is just saying how many people get the 183, and the reason is because of this gun. People think that more damaging guns will make them do better in the game. That is not true whatsoever. Actually, in my opinion, more damaging guns require more skill, because if you're not skilled, and you can't use that hash, and you screw up your shots, and you just dip them into the dirt because this tank does not have the best accuracy, you are not going to be using this tank very effectively at all, which is going to be the main reason why you won't do well in this vehicle. So, if you know how to hit your shots and you can run a tank destroyer effectively, this is a great tank to use, and I still think it's fun. But if you're a new player and you're thinking about grinding down this line and you're not sure, I really wouldn't suggest to do it. If you're looking for a tank destroyer, go for the 268. It's quick, it's got decent armor, it's got a very nice gun. Overall, it's going to be a great vehicle. Again, I don't think the Foch is going to be that great of a vehicle for new players, because they're going to have to figure out how to use that clip effectively when rushing people. What I think is going to end up happening is they'll rush people, they'll shoot off their 2 shells, and then they'll be dead. That's what will happen. But that's just my opinion. Let's get stuck into the second replay. Now you can see we've been placed in the map Middleburg. And Middleburg is a pretty good map, just not for the 183. Because the 183 will easily get spotted by the mediums up on the hill. The heavies can use their hull armor and hide it very easily in the town. Side scrape, bounce your shots. However, if you know how to run the 183 correctly, the best spot in Middleburg is this corner right in front of me. You're going to see me pull around this corner. I notice that chieftain's right there. I look on the minimap, I see him, and I don't even care if he shoots me, because boom, 1,259 damage right in his lower plate. And there's nothing he can do to even, you know, he's dead. And the reason he's dead is because we finished him off immediately. Now, I will say that chieftain probably bought it. Not a very good player. I'm going to check after this game just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure he bought that tank, and he sucks at the game and just bought it because he wanted to join my arguments at yelling at people. But we're going to pen this mouse. Yes, 1,027 damage. We already picked up 2,200 this game, and that's only 2 shells fired. And if we had shot a Hesh there, we probably could have been sitting at 2400. I see this E4 shot. That means he is not going to be sitting very well off. Now you can see that I can just almost barely penetrate that lower plate with high explosive squash head. Now I know if I hit that car with it, it's actually going to hit the car and not hit him. However, I waited, I penned it right in his lower plate, and the reason that penned is because I'm using calibrated. Do not run gun rammer. It is completely useless on this tank. Yeah, you can say it makes your reload, what, 2 seconds faster? 2 seconds does not matter when you're trying to penetrate a shell that does 1200 damage, 1300 damage, compared to 900. It's just not comparable. You always want to be able to penetrate that Hesh. Again, you can see me even get that lower plate. He gets tracked. Come on. Boom. 1378. That is just an insane amount of damage. Now, unfortunately, that's about the only damage we're going to pull out here, even though I'm pushing super aggressive and just trying to be as aggressive as I can. I wish I could have gotten another shot in, because if it had been another Hesh, we would have been sitting at about, 6,000 damage, almost 7,000, if we could get 2 shots in. However, you can see, I just skipped through that because I don't want you guys to bore through that. We managed to survive, pull out 4,776 damage. We did lose credits. This tank is not great at earning credits. But I just wanted to check out that chieftain on their team real quick. Actually, he's not a bad player. I take the back. See, this is what I don't get. 184 battles, and he owns a chieftain Mark 6. Just, my question is why? Like, he has literally a chieftain Mark 6, and then his next size tank is a Cromwell B. I don't understand that. What is the point of playing the game if you're going to skip all the way through every single tank and just buy the tier 10? However, I'm just getting a little bit off track there. This video is about the 183. I do think the 183 is a good tank, and I understand why the win rate's not good in it, but personally, I feel the FV4005 is better in pretty much every area. It has a damaging clip that does the same as a Hesh shell in a 183. You have the option of firing 3 shells, which means not only can you at least bounce 1 shell and be able to penetrate the others, this gun is accurate, the tank is mobile, it's got more gun depression, it's got a better camo rating. Personally, if you were thinking about getting the 183, don't get it. Get the FV4005. It's not really worth the grind. All the tanks in the line are very, very hard to use for a beginner. The FV4000 line has much easier tanks to use. All of them have great gun depression, excellent guns, excellent Hesh. Overall, just very good tanks. And I have videos on pretty much all the tanks in the line if you want to find out about them. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, make sure to join the Discord. I'll have that linked in the description down below. And the Patreon, if you would like to support me and help me make better videos, buy new tanks, please support me on Patreon. Other than that, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.